On this week's episode of BJ in the Morning, are we joining a cult while watching Hereditary? Let's find out. Welcome back to BJ in the Morning, your favorite Dirty Name podcast, where we put our nostalgia to the test with first-time watches, rewatches, and we'd like to see what holds up. Brendan?
Juan?
How you doing today, brother?
Oh, dude, I've had this crazy headache all day ever since watching this movie.
Stress headache?
Yeah,
stress you out?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. There's some definitely stressful moments in this movie. But also, I watched another movie afterwards, which really stressed me out.
Yeah.
Backrooms.
Ooh, haven't seen that yet.
I'm almost done.
Yeah?
I was like, I have to leave halfway through the movie, so I'll let you know if it's any good.
Okie
But
dokie.
before I watched that, I made sure to watch Hereditary, which is what we're talking about today on the show.
Yeah. At this point, I feel like it could be in that classic psychological horror category, especially with A24 films.
Yeah.
Alongside with Midsommar and
Others. Let's name all the A24 movies we can. Lighthouse.
The Dream movie.
The Dream movie. The Dream Scenario.
Dream Scenario.
Nick Cage.
That one was great, by the way.
Backrooms was A24. What other A24 movies?
Yeah. Old.
Old? Is that an A24?
Yeah.
I thought that was Shyamalan.
Not sure. Maybe both.
Weird. Weird. I don't know.
There's too many. There's so many. I pulled my phone to look it up and I dropped it on the floor.
Yeah, but we are visiting the year 2018 for this episode and the next episode. And A24, I think, really rose to its prime around 2018, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's when they were really blowing up, and I think Hereditary had a lot to do with that. Ari Aster, who wrote and directed it, he does some incredible things with his scripts and how they interweave between different things that you really need to pay attention to. But I have a question for you that I want to answer at the end of the show, and that is this movie as good as the first time you watched it? That's something we need to consider while we go through it, because I've seen this movie twice now.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about it a little bit, about how I really felt like I was pushed to watch it the first time, and it was shocking, and it was pretty terrifying. But also this time, I watched it in broad daylight, by myself, with headphones on. So what could have changed from the first time you watched it till now? And if we had to rank a bunch of A24 movies, where do you think it's fallen? That's something else we got to think about. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But why don't we break into some details about Hereditary, which came out in 2018, like we said. It's rated R for sure. For sure.
100%.
2 hours, 7 minute runtime.
2 hours and 7 minutes? Yeah.
I think there's a thing with, especially this era of A24, where the horror came from how much they lingered on shots. And they were really trying to push the boundaries away from jump scares and just get you... Basically, they were forcing all of us to edge a jump scare,
Yeah.
So they're like, here it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
No, just kidding.
I don't think we got any jump scares, did we? Nothing that would really be considered a jump scare.
There's like jarring moments where something happens and you're like, oh crap, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I don't remember any like jump scares, maybe other than when no, it's not even a jump scare when the mom's on the ceiling.
No.
Either time she's on the ceiling.
It's not really a jump scare.
But I think what it is a lot of the things that happen, you think one thing is going to be happening and it's something different, which scares you in a way that a jump scare wouldn't, I guess. obviously, I don't think we need to say it, but spoilers. It is a newer movie, and I feel like horror movies sometimes get kind of skipped over for a little bit.
Sure.
So maybe someone hasn't seen it, but this movie's almost 10 years old. But there's a shot later on where what's his name? What's the kid's name? Peter. I was right.
Peter.
He goes up to the attic. He goes up to the attic, and his mom's banging on the attic door, and you think she's just banging on it, and then it goes to the shot of her banging her head against the door.
Yeah.
That's what this movie is. You know, that's the jump scares of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, but with that 2-hour runtime, the whole, I want to say first quarter of the movie is so slow.
Yeah, the first like 40 minutes.
So
that's when the movie starts.
Slow. And even after the shocking moment, which we'll get to, it's still so freaking slow until it slowly starts to pick up.
Yeah.
And then the whole back end of the movie is like,
holy shit,
jammed into the last 30, 40 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. Tagline for this movie: a grieving family is haunted by tragic and disturbing occurrences.
Sure.
That is very vague.
Sounds about right.
It doesn't, though. It doesn't sound right.
Sounds about right.
There's a lot more going on in this.
Yeah.
According to IMDb, it's got a 7.3 out of 10.
Okay. Not
the
bad.
Metascore by critics is an 87 out of 100.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty good, pretty high. Top cast, you ready? We got Toni Collette, Millie Shapiro, who's Charlie, Gabriel Byrne, who's Steve, Alex Wolff, Peter, Christy Summerhays, Mallory Bechtel, Jake Brown. The list goes on and on. Apparently, there was a character in this movie named Brendan, which I didn't realize.
Probably one of the friends.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, one of the friends.
One of the friends. I don't
give it up for Toni Collette.
Maybe sometimes, like, I want to give it up because this is when we let our we're for everyone, and we're not typical dudes, but we're typical dudes.
Right.
When we give it up for Marissa Tomei, it's because it's Marissa fucking Tomei.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Toni Collette. I'm not saying she's not.
Moments.
She's attractive.
Yeah, for sure.
But she acts her fucking ass off in this. Like, she is terrifying. You feel the grief. So I'm gonna give it up for her. Just, she should have won an Oscar for this shit, dude. At least nominated. Holy. But she's always like this in movies. She's so underrated, I feel. Like, because I don't feel like she's in huge, gigantic movies all the time. She's in these smaller, like, almost independent type movies, and she does so fucking good.
Yeah.
Without her, this movie probably wouldn't have been as good.
For sure.
And it's like her and Alex Wolff are the most recognizable people in this movie.
Yeah, I think this is where people, the audience, in general, probably discovered Alex Wolff in this movie.
In general, I guess, but for millennials, he was on Nickelodeon.
Like, I know he's had
kid.
a long career, acting career, but I want to say maybe his breakout role.
Well, let's pull it up.
Because he did more A24 films after this.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back in time here. So yeah, he was in the show The Naked Brothers Band on Nickelodeon back in the day. He's also been in like a couple episodes of like Monk, The Testament, or In Treatment. Oh my God, I forgot how to read. He was in The Sitter. Do you remember that movie?
Yep.
From 2011. What else was he in? My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2.
Wow.
He was also in My Friend Dahmer. I didn't watch that. But also, Jumanji came out the year before Hereditary.
Really?
Yeah. So he was already in Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, the year before Hereditary. Dang. Since then, he's been in a bunch of other Jumanji movies. He was also in Pig, that Nick Cage movie. I never saw it. He was in Old, like you mentioned earlier. Oppenheimer, he's in that. He's in A Quiet Place Day One. And the list continues. And I guess he was in an episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia most recently, except for the next movie that he's in, another fucking Jumanji movie.
Yeah. And he was in The Green Knight, right?
No.
That was someone else that looks like him?
Someone else that's similar, yeah.
Is that his brother?
No. Nat Wolff? No. I don't think so. I never saw The Green Knight. A24 movie.
That's another A24 movie.
But Toni Collette, we've seen her in a ton of stuff. She was in like About a Boy. She was in The Sixth Sense. So some big movies for her. She was in Mickey 17. Have you seen that yet?
No.
Me neither.
I really want to, though.
I do too.
I mean, Robert Pattinson has a really special place in my heart.
He's doing everything he possibly can to make us forget he was in Twilight.
It's working.
I'm here for it.
It's
he
working.
will never not be Cedric Diggory, though.
I know.
My son!
That's my boy!
Directed by Ari Aster. We know him from Hereditary, which was like his big breakout. He also directed Midsommar and Beau is Afraid. He also was a producer on the drama. Speaking of Robert Pattinson, he's been around for a minute. He's making some good stuff. Midsommar, I pick that movie over Hereditary any day. Because Midsommar does something that horror movies struggle with, and that's making things scary in broad daylight. That movie's mostly daytime.
Sure.
That's so hard to pull off.
Yeah. And Florence Pugh.
Give it up for Florence Pugh.
Give it up for Florence Pugh. Play.
Shout out. We just saw Spider-Man, Brand New Day. And we did that in the theater. When she... Is that a spoiler?
Kind of, but it's okay.
My bad.
It's okay. I mean, it's been a couple weeks now.
It has been, yeah.
By the release of this episode.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyways, let's get into some reviews from IMDb.
Sure.
First one on the list. It's a doozy. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
Okay.
5 out of 10. Overhyped, overlong, underachieving, underhanded nonsense.
Wow.
This film is not credible, not scary, and not recommended unless you're bored and streaming it at home. Do not waste your money or risk an accident where you or your family member might be decapitated while traveling to or from the theater. Seriously, though, this is a clear case of the hype machine being cynically manipulated to drive box office performance, but an utterly forgettable movie. They really had a problem with this.
Yeah, for sure. I think like the whole A24 twists are always very interesting, but also almost always very confusing.
They can be unless you really, really paid attention, but also the difference of, especially the new like A24, like when it was new, they weren't doing the traditional horror movie tropes. Like it wasn't demons from a TV screen. It wasn't possessed kids. It wasn't serial killers. It was like family a lot of the time. Like you think of The Witch or Hereditary or even Midsommar. It's like there's mystical elements in these, but it's also it's honestly like a family drama at the center of it all, right? Like especially this movie is dealing with grief and blaming yourself for whatever's in your bloodstream that's keeping the bad shit in your family alive, right? It's for lack of a better term, it's good seed, bad seed, right? Like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and there's a lot of tree symbolism in this movie, so it's probably what they were going for. But that's what the heart of this movie is. It's, do you blame yourself for the faults of your parents?
Right. Which
is really deep.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's for kids, you know, like we're not kids, but do we look at our parents and say, well, I'm a problem because my parents were a problem? Are my parents a problem because their parents were a problem? And I don't mean a problem, but I mean like they're dealing with, Toni Collette's character says in the meeting, like, well, my brother took his own life because of my mother and blamed my mother for all the problems. And she had dissociative identity disorder. And I had these problems where I have night terrors and I sleepwalk and I almost burned my children alive and myself because I was sleepwalking. Like those are mental illnesses that get passed down through genetics. So you ask yourself, is my problem hereditary or is it situational or environmental? All right, thanks for listening to this week's episode. Let's read one more review from IMDb since we went on that tangent right there.
Right.
How about a 10 out of 10?
Okay.
This one's from 2018. I never want to see this film again.
Whoa.
And I mean that in the best way possible. The spectrum of emotions you go through range from sheer terror to complete hopelessness and sorrow. The movie picks at the human psyche in all the right ways. It's both hard to watch and impossible to look away. Hands down, the best horror film I've ever seen, and perhaps one of the best films in general. I think this is their favorite movie.
I think they like this movie.
I think they like it a little bit, yeah. But why don't we head on over to Letterboxd, where people seem to go a little off the rails.
Let's do it.
So over on Letterboxd, 3.9 out of 5. So it's a little lower, I think, than over on the IMDb's. 3.5 stars. Just couldn't relate to a movie about someone who's allergic to nuts and likes drawing. 4.5 stars. My friend's mom. It's my friend's mom says, none of this would have happened if the son hadn't smoked weed.
Right.
Honestly.
Or was a good brother.
I don't think he was a bad brother.
He wasn't a bad brother. He definitely loved his sister.
And he didn't want to take
full brother.
Well, but like honestly, I'm gonna defend him a little bit. He didn't want to take her.
Why would you want to?
And Charlie didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But Toni Collette over here, like, you're going.
It's her fault.
He says it to her face.
Fault. I know. I know he did.
5 stars. Swear to God, if my grandma is hiding some crazy shit like this in a photo album, then it's on site.
On site.
Pew.
Pew, pew.
Pews.
I don't get the new lingo.
Me neither, but I sussed it out. 4 stars. Story time. My sister is actually the king of hell. Yeah. 3.5 stars. Very hard to rate a movie that I know is made very well, but that I also never want to think about ever again in my goddamn life. Yeah. 4 stars. Last one. If anyone ever clicks their tongue around me again, I'm calling the police. 911, what's your emergency? And that is the roundup from the internet.
Woody's roundup.
No.
Come on, it's time to play.
We don't. We'll get sued.
Sorry.
Disney's always watching.
Sorry. What if I go like this? Woody's roundup.
You gotta change the words. Let's break down the plot of Hereditary. You ready for this?
Yeah. I have lots to say.
We're gonna break it down pretty quick, and then we'll go over some key discussion points or some nonsense. Sound like we know what the fuck we're talking about.
Sure.
But the movie starts out with a family tragedy. After the death of her very secretive mother, Annie. Her mother's not Annie. Her name's Annie. I said it weird, so I'm specifying. After the death of her secretive mother, Annie and her family struggle with grief while strange, unsettling events begin happening around them. Mm-hmm. Annie's daughter, Charlie, dies in a horrific accident after her son, Peter, takes her to a party. The tragedy destroys the family emotionally and becomes the film's turning point. So, I want to start here because tell me what happens in the beginning of this movie.
Not a whole lot. They show Charlie being weird.
Yeah.
They show Charlie cut off the head of a pigeon.
Weird.
They show Charlie
clicking her tongue a lot.
And doing some weird stuff with the pigeon that she brought home.
She's making some kind of shrine or putting something together with a pill bottle.
Yeah. So I know what that is.
Okay.
But I want to wait to tell you till we get to...
They use it later in the movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm going to get to that.
I want to start by saying the first 30-ish, 40 minutes of this movie could be cut out completely. It could be slimmed down even, just to like 20 minutes, because the movie doesn't really start until Charlie's death.
Yeah, I was definitely dozing off while watching this movie.
I was eating egg and chorizo burrito, and I was enjoying it so much. And when I finished it, I was like, "Oh, the movie's going to take off now." No,
I was sitting next to Maria while I was watching it when I started the movie, and she's like, "You're not even watching." I was like, "Oh shit!
Oh, I have a movie on."
My eyes were closed for a second there.
But I think that the start of this movie is a lot of setup. It's a lot of establishing that Annie is kind of crazy, but she's hiding a lot of it. She's very like almost OCD with like her work. Mm-hmm. She's very meticulous. So she's building miniatures for something. Her job is building miniatures for something.
For an art show.
But is the miniature the art show, or is she building a miniature of the art show so they know how to build it?
Well, she gets a phone call towards the end of the movie, like of the guy putting on the art show, and says, "If you need to postpone, it's okay." Mm-hmm. So she's building the miniatures for the art show.
So they're being shown in the art show
artist.
Because she built the art show miniature,
right?
And she was putting miniatures in the miniature art show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is she one of those people that builds the miniatures for setting up buildings or architects and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I don't think so. Unclear. I feel like that's a lot of work for something that could have been an email or a drawing.
Like the first 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So, but there's
30 minutes of the movie could have been an email.
There's a lot of setup. And it's great because we get to know the characters a little bit more. But I feel like we don't really know the characters until after Charlie's death because all their walls come shattering down. So they're not hiding behind the normality of being a family. The dad's always weird, but he is the most supportive dad. Mm-hmm. Annie is super broken, and she hides away building her miniatures. And the fact that she builds miniatures means that she's very like attentive to detail. Yeah. And she's very OCD about it, like I said. And I think that's her quirk. One of them, at least, right?
I think the setup, though, could have been quicker and could have been more clear. Yeah, like a little more.
There's also a funeral for the mom.
Yeah.
And it's established at the funeral that Charlie can't have nuts. And you're like, well, that's coming back. Uh-huh. Like, do you think she's 13? You think this 13-year-old knows she can't have nuts? And you're going to be like, does it have nuts in it while she's eating a Hershey's bar?
She knows.
She knows.
She knows.
She's not dumb. She is the king of hell. Mm-hmm.
But she's the king of hell, but thinks she's a 13-year-old girl.
Right. Until basically the pigeon hits the window. Because she sees that's when the like light ring shows up. Uh-huh. And anytime that light ring shows up, it like intensifies whatever's going on in the curse or whatever it's called, right? Mm-hmm. So that's when I feel like it starts breaking because that's when she starts clicking.
Yeah, she starts awakening a little bit. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I see it now.
And then we meet Peter, and he's just a shithead teenager. Yeah. He's smoking weed. He's real quiet, real angsty. Traditional fucking teenager. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with him, but Toni Collette, Annie, he's the devil. Mm-hmm. She treats him like shit. Mm-hmm. They argue back and forth nonstop, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they go to this party. They're at the party. Charlie accidentally eats walnuts in the cake while he's trying to.
Yeah.
Smoke some weed. He's trying to smoke some weed with his friends and the girl he's got a crush on. And he was staring at her butt in class. Mm-hmm. And the camera made sure that you stared at her butt too, which was really awkward.
Because she's a teenager?
Yeah.
Really weird.
Really weird. But
don't do that.
Whatever, dude.
Don't do that.
You did it in 2018. So she accidentally eats some nuts and she goes into anaphylactic, and Peter grabs Charlie, runs outside, drives off, speeding down the road, going super fast, and she sticks her head out the window.
She can't breathe.
Because she can't breathe, and you know some shit's going to happen. You know, especially because while they were driving there, the camera stopped on a pole that had a symbol on it. Mm-hmm. The same symbol that was on the necklace of Grandma who died, and Annie wears the same necklace.
Maybe, it was her mom's.
But she had it on before her.
Oh.
Her mom was wearing it in the casket. She had it on while looking at her mom in the casket.
But she doesn't know what it means.
No, she probably.
I don't think she does.
I think there's some recessed memories going on there. But there's a lot of ambiguity when it comes to this cult that her mom is the leader of. Her mom was the leader of this cult. Yeah. She's Queen Lee.
Yeah, how would you not know?
How would you not know?
Yeah.
I feel like she was brainwashed.
Ooh.
And she knows everything that's going to happen.
Ooh, maybe that's why she sleepwalks.
Maybe.
Has night terrors.
Maybe. But like, if you think about it, when she brings up the night terror about how she covered herself and her kids in paint thinner, if she had accomplished that then, it would have started this movie would have happened then. Because the same thing that happened in the movie would have happened then.
They were perusing.
They were testing the waters.
Yeah, they were trying to get her. What's the Annie to kill the kids.
Yeah.
And then it would have just been because it was Charlie and Peter. Yeah. So they just would have.
Yep. Could have avoided this whole situation, but whatever. We got a movie out of it.
Annie, why didn't you go through with it? No, I'm just kidding.
So the family starts falling apart after Charlie's death. Peter is consumed by guilt. He feels 100% responsible because he is, even though it wasn't his fault.
I thought it was strange when he comes home
and goes straight to bed.
I was just like,
but like, how would you react?
Honestly, I probably would just want to rip the Band-Aid off and just be like,
Mom. And then it cuts to the shot of her head on the highway covered in ants.
Yeah, horrible.
Oof. Oof. Annie becomes obsessed with finding answers, and Steve, Dad, tries to keep the family grounded as increasingly supernatural events occur. So during this time, Annie, who just lost her mom, has now lost her daughter. She is completely broken. She's breaking down all the normal shit like in her life is gone. She's not pretending to be normal or sane or anything anymore. She is completely falling apart. And she lies to her family about going to like grief counseling. She says she's going to the movies. And she meets Joan. She meets Joan at one of these, who says that she lost her son and grandson a couple months back. They both drowned. We find out later that she didn't have them.
Yeah.
They're not real.
Yeah.
Because she's secretly part of the cult that Annie's mom was the leader of.
Yeah.
Annie finds out later in the photo album. If she would have just kept looking through the photo album, she would have found out.
Yeah, why didn't you go through your mom's stuff?
She started to, and she saw in her mom's stuff a book about who? Payman. The trickster devil, demon, one of the rulers of hell. Whatever. Yeah, we'll just move on. Move on. No biggie.
No big deal. Yeah, for sure.
But she also sees the symbol on one of those books of the necklace she has on.
Yeah, that's whatever.
And she doesn't then, whatever. You know, my mom's just secretive. My mom doesn't know anything. But when Annie befriends Joan, Joan starts getting into this like, well, we can be best friends and like help each other out. And there's this shot where it's the mailbox in Annie's house full of letters. And one thing gets slid on top, and it's for seances. But she doesn't take the bait, so that's where Joan
has to take matters into her own hands.
And it is so, from the outside, it's so easy to see that she's running a cult. Like, she's part of a cult. She targets someone who is going through a lot, stressed out, doesn't know what to do with their life, and she literally forces her in between two cars where she can't escape to tell her about how she did a seance and she got to talk to her grandson. Cult. Because that's how they get you.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
So Joan shows her how to do the seance. She freaks the fuck out. Can't sleep the next night. And she decides that she's going to try it so she can talk to Charlie.
Yeah, because Joan showed her how. Gave her the pamphlet again.
Yes. And instead of getting closure or reacting the way that Joan was, all happy and everything, Joan's full of shit. I don't know how they faked it.
What do you mean?
Did they fake it when Joan did it?
What do you mean?
Were they like, hey, Payman, hey, dude, I know you got to talk to one of your buds and get them to move this fucking cup and draw this chalk.
Well, at the end of the day, Payman needs that body.
Right. So I guess Payman can just be like, I'll help you out since you're helping me.
Go back her into a corner and get her to your house. Mm-hmm. It's all his idea.
Yep.
Trust me on this.
You'll get all the riches.
Trust me on this. I'll show you my nipples.
Do you think they're pierced?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
So she does the seance, wakes up Steve and Peter. Mm-hmm. Peter's fucked up, dude. He's been having nightmares.
Well, that's the thing. The cult is trying to break him down too.
Yeah, so things are happening to him that the cult is actively doing, but also the demons are actively doing.
Because I feel like, and it's not established, but I feel like if his soul is intact, then they can't break him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he killed his sister by accident. Mm-hmm. His mom basically told him that she didn't want him to be alive. Mm-hmm. He's broken.
Yeah.
He feels alone at school. No one's talking to him, all that stuff. And he starts breaking more and more and more. And when they do the seance, he is completely lost, right? And whatever they bring in to the house on the seance is not Charlie. Mm-hmm. And it just makes everything a thousand times.
Charlie.
Is it?
He grew up as it's Payman. Yeah. But so they said very subtly at the beginning of the movie when Annie is venting about her mom, saying that she wasn't around when Peter was born. Yeah. But she decided to come around when Charlie was born.
And that's when the seeds were planted.
So Charlie is the only one who has been around the grandmother as a child. Mm-hmm. So the grandmother put Payman into Charlie as a baby.
Not on purpose, though.
Not on purpose. She just needed to put him somewhere.
Because it says in the book that Payman is a man and needs a male's body.
Needs a male body.
So
that's why Charlie says, Grandma wishes I was a boy.
Yeah.
But she didn't have anybody else to put.
It needed the weakest soul.
Yes.
Which was Charlie.
Yes.
And now what they're trying to do is exchange that soul
to Peter.
Get it over to Peter so he will be.
Peter was the originally intended to be Payman.
But no contact rules from Steve. Mm-hmm. That's why it didn't happen.
Until Peter was older and they couldn't put Payman in him anymore.
Nope. Too old.
There's so much going on behind the scenes.
And all this after the seance, the cult's revealed, right? Mm-hmm. So Annie finally goes through her mom's shit. She finds out that the doormat in front of Joan's looks exactly like doormats that her mother had. Yeah. And she starts finally putting it all together. So the cult worships King Payman, and the family has unknowingly been manipulated for generations. So it didn't start with the grandmother, but it definitely fucking finished. Right. And I want to point out when she's reading this book,
I think the original Payman was Annie's dad.
You think so?
Yeah, because why would Queen Lee be Queen Lee? Yeah. I think Payman originally was in Annie's dad.
Could be. We don't know. You know.
Well, they also had a doormat that had a man's name on it too. Yeah. Maybe those were dad.
He was in the cult too. Mm-hmm. So maybe he was a big part of the cult, and that's why the family's fucked up. Yeah. But while she's going through the boxes in the book, she sees a drawing of Payman, and I want to point out that he's got a satchel of heads attached to him. How many heads is it? 3. How many headless bodies do we have by the end of the movie?
3. That's what you needed to finish the seance.
So the possession starts taking over. Annie becomes possessed after Steve lights on fire, basically. Mm-hmm. There's like a huge switch and everything starts happening, and that light ring comes back. The like glistening light comes back, and Steve bursts into flames. Mm-hmm. And Peter is constantly haunted throughout his entire last couple days, right? He smashes his own face into the desk. He keeps seeing like weird reflections and hearing things, and he's scared. Mm-hmm. And that's when I think his soul is weak enough to be possessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Steve burns in the living room, and who finds him? Peter. And he's standing there, he's looking at him, and he's like, I think that's my dad.
That was the final pin in the coffin, as one would say.
Yeah.
Nail in the coffin, as one would say. Pin.
But the shot goes back to Peter, and on the ceiling behind him is Annie. Mm-hmm. Like Spider-Man hiding behind him, and he has no idea.
Creepy.
And we think that she's going to jump scare, but then there's some random naked chick.
It's a dude.
Is it a dude?
Yeah.
There's a lot of naked people at the end of this.
I paused
it. Give it up for Naked Man number 1.
I paused it.
So you think she's going to jump down and like do the jump scare. Uh-huh. No. He gets freaked out by that. And then Annie comes sprinting from the other side of the room at him, chases him up to the attic, and that's where we get what I said at the beginning, where she's banging on the attic door.
Banging her head on the door.
But she is, again, attached to the ceiling, smacking her head against the door. Mm-hmm. And he's up in the attic where Grandma's body has been this entire time, without a head. Mm-hmm. And there's burn marks in the floors. There's all the things that Charlie was doing. All that shit is right there with the decaying body. And then it cuts, and there's a bunch of naked people all around him in this attic. How'd they get up there?
They've been up there. But then you hear the knock, reminiscent of the sound that Charlie was making. Uh-huh. And what is it? It's Mom floating midair with a piano wire sawing off her own head. Ugh. And it is gruesome and it's bloody, and it's not over the top though. Like, you want to look away so bad, but you can't. And I want to emphasize that the knock sound, can you example? There's a lot of times in this movie where something is going on that makes that sound. Mm-hmm. When she's chopping the tomatoes, it's the same sound. When Dad's cooking dinner and he's chopping stuff, it's the same sound. There's that simple sound. They were cutting up the walnuts.
Yeah, but like that sound, just quick, same sound over and over and over again, is all the signs of payment. Which I think is insane that I didn't notice it the first time I watched it, but this time I was like, she clicks her tongue and then it cuts to Mom cutting tomatoes, and you're like, wait a second, it's almost the same sound. Yeah. You know, but now it's the piano wire. Mm-hmm. Just the once, and you just hear the shh, shh. It's that same repetition of sound. Yep. And you're like, fuck. And that's when he sees the naked people, and it scares the shit out of him, and he just leaps out the window.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And when he's laying on the ground, because he's on the 3rd floor technically, right? Ooh,
yeah.
He's laying on the ground. You see that beam of light come in and just on
dissipate
him.
In his back.
He just kind of glows millisecond and gets up, and he is no longer Peter. Mm-hmm. He is now Charlie, a.k.a. Payman. Mm-hmm. And we see a shadow float across him, and it's Mom's body flying through the air. That is the most terrifying visual in this movie, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
going into the treehouse.
It is so like nothing scary about it except all the context around it. It's like she just cut her own head off. Mm-hmm. And now the body is floating through the air by itself into this little ass treehouse.
Yeah.
And it's honestly terrifying.
I think
the shadow alone gave me the heebs and the jeebs.
Yeah. I think the mom had to die because Payman was now in the mom.
Mm-hmm.
So she's now possessed with Payman, doing all this weird shit.
To finish the sacrifice that the note at the beginning of the movie said that she was going to have to make.
Yeah.
And that's why I think she is part of the cult, but doesn't know it. Because the mom left a note saying the sacrifices that we have to make will be worth it. Or I'm paraphrasing. Mm-hmm. But it says that you and I have to make.
Yeah.
So I don't think Grandma died naturally. Just like Charlie didn't die naturally. Just like Mom didn't die naturally.
Mm-hmm. So we get inside of the tree house.
And it's lit up red because there was heaters in there because Mom was sleeping in there after Charlie's death.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch of naked people.
And it's amazing that Alex Wolff does a really good job
like
impersonating Charlie that I'm just like, whoa.
And when he gets up the first time and just does the click.
Yeah. So like the audience watching in, you know, Peter's gone. Mm-hmm. I mean, Peter died.
Yeah.
But you see him stand up, Peter is completely gone. And then you see him go upstairs, just super confused, doing like the looking around like just Charlie does, just kind of taking everything in, quiet, doesn't talk. And then you see everybody bowing to this statue.
Mm-hmm. That it's a wooden statue, but not the head.
The head is Charlie.
Yeah. It's Charlie's head from the side of the road.
With a crown on. Mm-hmm. Yuck. And everyone's bowing around this wooden statue, which brings me to the pigeon. Mm-hmm. She was making the crown for the pigeon, had the pigeon head set up with a bunch of other little
making
things.
That statue, but a small version.
She was making that exact scene in her room.
Cool. I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
And all those pieces are in the...
They're in the attic
in
now.
The attic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I didn't put that together. That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's wild.
And then the movie ends.
In the front, you have the three headless people.
Yeah. Mom.
Mom.
Mom and Mom.
And
then Charlie's head.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I'm glad they didn't have a child's headless body.
Did you
like honestly?
Did you realize that all of Peter's friends were a part of the cult?
Were they? Mm-hmm. I didn't.
So you have to look very closely because when they're all the people that are alive bowing down, there's Joan is in there, the only one with clothes on.
Yeah.
Because she's a big actor, can't have her naked in the movie.
I don't know what she's in. Anyway.
She's a fairly big actor. Mm-hmm. Either way, next to Joan, there's two long-haired boys, and those two boys, Peter was smoking weed with under the bleachers.
I didn't put that together either.
So that's how they got Peter to the party, because the boys invited the party.
Everything's connected.
And we're all assuming that the girl that he's like super in love with is a part of it too.
I don't know. Some of her reactions to everything going on seem a little like she doesn't know what's going on, you know? But yeah, the movie ends there with them bowing down to King Payman.
Yeah. I mean, they do kind of explain to Charlie, a.k.a. Payman, the whole thing, in a way, in the last monologue of whoever was talking. And, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so Joan crowns him as king and reveals that everything from the grandmother's plans all the way to Charlie's death has been orchestrated to give the demon a suitable male host. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a trip.
What a movie. I mean, if the whole movie was like the last 40 minutes of this movie, imagine how like up and down your emotions would be.
Yeah, I think that's like a big issue with this type of horror And it's not always an issue, but it's an issue on second watches.
Mm-hmm.
We saw reviews where people were like, I never want to see this movie again.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is because it doesn't hit as hard the second time. Because those slow builds at the beginning, the first time you're watching, you're like, what the hell's going on?
You're almost at the edge of your seat the first time.
You just want to know what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Even Charlie's death, the first time I was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
And the second time I'm like, I knew it was coming, so it didn't hit me as hard.
Yeah.
The parts that hit me hard on the second watch was trying to piece together the clues of the cult from the get-go.
Yeah.
That's what I was paying attention to.
I mean, the first time watching, I will admit, I was a little confused at the end. Because I was like, wait, where did this cult come from?
Yeah.
You know, where was Payman this whole time? Like, I never put all that together. But watching it now, I was able, like you said, piece it together from the get-go. I mean, since Charlie was a baby, this demon king...
Yeah.
Demon King's soul has been inside of the
Stephen
baby.
King?
Demon King.
Stephen King.
Demon King.
That's Stephen King's brother.
Damon King.
Damon King.
Yeah, so it's like from the get-go, you have the cult orchestrating this little girl's life to a T.
To a D.
To a D.
For demon.
To a K.
King Demon. Okay, Juan. It's that time. Let's talk about how... We've talked about how we feel.
Yeah.
Let's do the final review, final ratings, and add it to our list of ultimate movie watching...
Okay.
The BJ in the Morning ultimate movie watching list.
Sure, yeah.
Do you want to take it away?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Right.
I'll go first. Like I said, like I just finished saying... The first time I watched it, I was confused. The second time I watched it, I actually was able to piece everything together. I love the subtle answers throughout the movie. And I also like that it's not thrown in your face at the end of the movie. Like, oh, well, we did this on the...
Howdy, nice to meet you. We're part of the cult.
Nice to meet you. We put this symbol on the light post, and that's what decapitated Charlie, and blah, blah, blah. We had to figure that out, which I kind of like. The first half of this movie, though, is excruciatingly boring, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just... you know what's going to happen, which made it even more boring and so hard to watch, man. We got to the last half of the movie, and I was still, on a second watch, on the edge of my seat, oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting to the nitty-gritty, finally. But that's with 45 minutes left of the movie.
Right, because it's over 2 hours long.
So... with all that said, if I'm falling asleep at the beginning and on the edge of my seat at the end, what does that say about the movie as a whole?
It's like the start of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But it takes way too long to get to the top.
Yeah. So...
and the drops at the very end.
I love the subtle answers on the second watch. And, I mean, I'm just going to give it my rating, and I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Okay. Nice.
Not a perfect movie whatsoever, but I wouldn't say it's like an down the middle average movie either, because it's so meticulously made and written. But it's just the first half is so boring. So boring.
I agree that the start of this movie is pretty boring. It gives you all the setup you need at the beginning. It tells you everything you need to know if you know what you're looking for. My problem is that this movie is a one-time watch movie. It does not hit the same the second time you watch it whatsoever. The first time I watched it, I thought it was amazing. My score today is not based on the first time I watched it. It is based on the now time I watched it. So, I think Ari Aster does really great work. Every movie that he's done has some huge, deep meaning to it that stands out and you want to piece it together and you want to figure it out before the end of the movie. And even when the movie ends, you're left like, do I need to go watch a YouTube deep dive on this shit to understand it? Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
But there's so many aspects of this movie that I've seen 100 times since this movie. Someone standing in the shadows just barely, and if your TV's turned to the right brightness, you'll barely see it. If it's turned too high, you're gonna see it. It's not gonna be as scary. We saw that shit in what's that movie? What's that show? The Haunting of Hill House. Like, but that show did something with that premise, right? But this slow burn horror that we got from early A24, I feel like it doesn't work nowadays because it's been overdone so many times. So based on like, we're watching this trying to see if it holds up in our heads or if it's actually holding up, like stands the test of time. This movie is not nostalgic whatsoever, except for the click sound. Because you could make that sound around a bunch of people who love horror movies and they'll understand what you mean.
Yeah.
But when it comes to nostalgia, it's like, I want to relive it every single time. When we rewatch like Back to the Future or something, we have fun even though we know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
I was bored because I knew how this movie was going to end. And that's not how a good movie should feel.
Yeah.
I'm rating it a 6. Just a solid 6. It would have been higher if this was our first time watching, because we would have probably sat here like, what the fuck did we just watch?
Yeah.
But since we already had that feeling, already had that emotion, I don't want to watch this movie a third time. I never want to watch this movie again. Because I feel like this almost ruined the first time for me.
I mean, it was kind of cool to like be able to piece everything together though.
This time.
You know
but
what I mean?
Next time you watch it, unless you're watching with someone who's never seen it, it's not going to be as fun. And then we're going to do the fucking Lord of the Rings shit where we're like, oh, in this scene...
Oh, watch the look at that symbol right there.
Yeah.
Look at that symbol right there.
Because anytime that shit happened this time, it's like, oh, there's that symbol. Oh, there's that thing. It showed up. Oh, there's the light ring. Oh, something's happening. Oh, the symbol's on her fucking doormat. She's a liar.
Yeah.
You know, like...
In this scene, Viggo actually broke his toe.
Exactly.
He actually broke his toe.
So that yell?
Yeah. Real.
It's real.
It's real, and they kept it in the movie.
They kept
on pause.
But I'm giving it a 6. It does not pass the nostalgia test because it's a nostalgic movie should be fun because it's nostalgic. Everything I thought about this movie before watching it again ruined it this time.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting to have that gut reaction when Charlie's face gets hit. Where I'm like, I didn't. I was like, oh, well, there's that scene.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Definitely doesn't pass the nostalgia check, for sure.
And I would recommend it, though, to someone who's never seen it. If you listen to this episode, before watching the movie, don't watch it now. You know what I mean? Like,
spoiled.
It's completely spoiled. I don't know why you would listen to this episode if you haven't seen it. But it just sucks because it's such a cool movie. Like, you know what I mean? When you saw this movie when it came out, people were like, A24?
What's that?
What's that? You watched the Vivitch?
The Vivitch, which I actually haven't seen, I don't think.
It's a hard watch, dude. It's very slow.
Is it?
But, like, it's cool because you felt cool watching these movies that people weren't really talking about. And then when they broke out and people started talking about it, now we have A24 now making Backrooms.
Right.
Based on a fucking YouTube show.
And the drama.
Which, that was a good one. It was a
great movie.
It was a
great movie.
But what the drama did was it's not horror. It's got horror elements because of the twist, and once you figure it all out and you start going like, what if I was in this situation? Holy shit, what if I had to deal with this? Hereditary is trying to be a horror movie.
Yeah. That's
playing at the faults of a parent and playing at the grief of losing a loved one and the grief of like maybe you're responsible for all of the shit going on, and how do you handle that? So that's what A24 used to be, right? So back when it first was starting, it wasn't slashers and monsters and stuff. It had those elements. It has the monsters, the demons, the scary shit. But the scary shit's there because it was your emotions and how you feel. Mm-hmm. Because that's what we were afraid of in the late 2010s, you know?
Yeah.
We were afraid of feelings.
Ooh.
And being alone.
Ooh.
And we might still be.
And spilling the milk on the counter.
Oh God. But it just sucks because, again, this movie was awesome the first time.
Right.
It was way less awesome the second time. If it's your favorite horror movie, cool, good for you. How many times have you watched it? You know? Maybe you should give it another go because it just... I feel like it would just get more and more boring every time I watch it. And that's why I never want to watch it again.
Right.
So it's a good movie that I never want to watch again.
Agreed.
Nice. Let's end this bitch. So I just want to point out that you've made it this far and we had not once brought up the fact that you should give us a 5-star rating on Apple or Spotify.
Oh my God. We're horrible humans.
No, I think we're fine. Because if you made it this far, then you liked what we're talking about and you might agree with us. So if you love this movie, give us 5 stars. On Apple or Spotify. If you hate this movie, give us 5 stars.
Give us 5 stars, yeah.
Because we do both?
Yeah, we do both.
We go both ways.
Yeah, we do. Good movies and bad movies.
And if you want to see more stuff sometimes or get an inside scoop on what movies we're watching next, head over to our Instagram. You can find the links down below in the description of this episode, whether you're on Spotify, Apple, or YouTube, where you can watch videos. We also have video on Spotify now.
Yeah.
Yeah, starting with the Cable Guy episode.
That's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, I keep remembering to put the videos on Spotify.
You got this.
I have to manually do it. You know what else is cool, though, that we're going to do?
Tucson Comic Con? Oh, yeah, baby.
Can you believe it? Dude, last year we had a blast. All 3 days we were there, open to close. All 3 days. Mm-hmm. We met a lot of really awesome people. But it was a really cool experience, and we're really excited to go back this year. So if you're not doing anything, the 4th, 5th, or 6th of September, Tucson Comic Con.
Come say what's up.
Come say what's up. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be doing interviews. We have a lot of fun questions planned.
Right.
And maybe we do a hangout outside of the convention center. We don't know yet. Next week, we're going back to A24 movies, and we're watching Under the Silver Lake with our boy, Andrew Garfield. Give it up. That's it for now. We'll save anything for that one. We've never seen this movie. I still, as of right now, haven't seen this movie.
Same.
I'm excited.
Me too.
So join us next week while we dive into the Silver Lake.
With Andrew Garfield.
I wasn't sure what you were going to... I was like, he's either going to say BJ in the morning or Andrew Garfield. What was he going to say? So join us next week. We're going to watch that movie. And thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of BJ in the Morning. My name is Brendan.
And I'm Juan.
And...
we'll talk to you next time.